This is the Cambium Network's TX2000 Wisp switch. I'm very excited to see that this has finally hit the market. It's the newest product in the Cambium Network's switching portfolio and their first product that is geared towards ruggedized fixed wireless outdoor broadband application. Today I'm going to go through some details about this switch and the things that I really like about it and where I feel that it really hits the marketplace and give you some more information about it. So starting out from the beginning, the TX2000 is the first switch in the Cambium portfolio for the ruggedized solution. The TX2020R-P is this particular part number, and this is the first switch they're going to be coming out with. What that stands for is the TX2000 series, which this is, and the 20R stands for the 20 ports. So you've got a set of ports here, and what makes this a little bit unique on this first set of ports is that it allows for 4-pair PoE. And what that means is that on this individual unit, you can power up to 8 of the 450M Medusa access points, each of them drawing 90 watts. That's truly the game-changing feature of this product is the amount of power it can do and how it's able to power all of those Medusas and still do the rest of the features that the cnMatrix product line is known for. The second sort of ports is really interesting because this second set is PoE+, but it also allows you to have a wide variety of output voltages. You can go down to 24 volts on this, so you could power Cambium's lower voltage equipment along with the higher voltage equipment, and it's choosable on a per port level basis. Something new to the Cambium product line in this is SFPs. So you have 4 SFPs on here, and they're SFP+, they're 10 gigabit capable ports. Going down to the next part, which is really unique, is that this product is able to provide power, GPS synchronization, and also do switching for all of your equipment at your tower sites. And so part of that combo is the GPS synchronization. And this does have a cnPulse port, so you can use Cambium's small GPS sync device called the cnPulse and hook it up to this to provide yourself with a GPS synchronization source over the Ethernet port there. The other thing that you could also do is that you can hook up a GPS antenna, just a standalone puck, and the switch will intelligently be able to utilize multiple GPS synchronization sources on the fly so that you can, switch from one to the other if you do have one source that does fail. And moving down to the next important part of this product is the dual redundant power supplies. Most switches and most switch companies out there, the way that they accomplish the power supplies is they have them built into the device, and you have a singular access. This Cambium went with a standard, and you're able to remove and put in the power supply of your choice. And what that does is that gives you a lot of options for flexibility on how you want to do each individual port and how you'd like to power your individual site. The thing that I'm really excited about with this is that they are CRPS standard power supplies, and they have 6 options out of the gate. So you can do a 600 watt, a 930 watt, or a 1200 watt power supply for AC. And the real game changer is that these also can support DC power supplies. So you can do a DC input from 36 to 60 volts, and the Cambium switch will automatically intelligently adjust as you would like on the power voltages and wattages outputs. So you can have your traditional DC plant site providing redundant voltage through 2 power supplies. The options of those have the same wattage, so 600, 930, or 1200. And you can have a little bit of a mix and match of around 48 volts to be able to have your clean output. Some interesting things about this switch and what kind of differentiates it from the market is that it's layer 2 and layer 3 and the sync and power, which I'd already mentioned. But that layer 2, layer 3 switch is a true enterprise switching product. And this product has been really, grinding its teeth with the enterprise Wisp switch. And so it's a very mature platform at this point, allowing you to utilize this unit to save you a lot of space at your tower site. Most people out there are using a individual synchronization device, be it, rack injectors or sync pipes or things like that, or they're utilizing the Cambium product, which is the CN Pulse, and then they also have a injector via, either it's the Cambium CMM5 or various other products on the market. The idea is that you can replace those and your high-end Juniper switch or whatever, your MikroTik switch that you're using at your site with one device that's centrally managed. This is the first, as I mentioned, in a series of products from Cambium. They do have future products coming out. In the immediate scope, they have products with more and less ports that'll be available. And those will be coming down the pipe further this year. So a little bit more of a higher end option with more ports and a little bit of a lower end option with the less barrier of cost of entry and a little bit more limited amount of ports that unit can handle. And the thing that I want to really express that's the most exciting about this is the price point. It's going to be roughly $2,000. And right now, people that are using the Cambium GPS synchronization source of the CMM are paying a little bit more than that for the product. And this gives you the ability to do the synchronization, the power injection, but also layer 2 and layer 3 switching. So in my mind, I look at it as, this is the next step forward. You're getting a bunch of these features, but it also gives you the ability with that price point to essentially have a free layer 2, layer 3 switch at your site, because you're otherwise going to be paying for the synchronization hardware and the injection hardware. So the other things that I really like about this are that with it having the DC option of input on both ports, you're able to drastically lower the amount of power that's being utilized to convert from AC to DC and back to DC to AC. Between the ports, the flexibility on the inputs and outputs voltage, and also the very flexible amounts of power inputs and redundancy that you'd like to do, and in a small form factor for all of this, really feel like this product is a home run. And the next thing that I kind of want to talk about is how they manage this. The Cambium cnMatrix product line is completely managed through Cambium's cloud management system called cnMaestro, which you can have a cloud instance or you could have locally hosted. That allows you to create your own templates and to have all of these remotely managed, but also have a zero-touch configuration. So it's a lot easier on the technical staff, and it's a lot easier on the original setup, is that you're building a profile one time and it's something that you can duplicate on a site-by-site basis. I think that this has a couple targets in mind. Right now, a lot of people that are using Cambium Networks equipment are using MikroTik or Juniper or Cisco or Brocade switches at the site, and this would allow you to utilize this device, which would accomplish that part of it. But also they're using Nutanix switches, which more or less have been hit or miss for a lot of customers. And so this would be able to combine all of those into one product and have it be centrally managed and give you that extra layer of configuration. And also, because it's so compact, it would allow a lot of people, it's going to allow a lot of people to have smaller enclosures, which are less expensive, which are able to dissipate heat more. So I really feel this product's going to be a home run, and I'm excited to see and get some field test results from some of our customers. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me in the comments and post them below. And if you'd like me to go ahead and review and talk about your product, also feel free to reach out to me. And I will also have a link below of how you can buy this. And feel free to reach out to me, as the list price is what it's coming to market at, and we should expect to see some heavy discounts through distribution on this. I'd like to thank Cambium Networks for sending me this brand new Wisp switch, and I'm really excited to see how this performs and the products coming down the pipe in the portfolio in the future.